Catching moles is very therapeutic. I would recommend it to anyone. My YouTube channel is Matty Molenator, and I catch moles alive. My name is Matt Fels, also known as Matty Molenator. Catching moles in the residential area, I guess, is where you want to catch them. You know, I started off catching moles in the country, on my neighbor's property and stuff. But in the residential area, you know, you don't need to go and get spike traps and kill them. You can just go out there and with a shovel and walk around, breathe in the fresh air, just be quiet, watch the grass, wait for the mole, and when it moves, then your heart starts pumping. Moles are considered pests, and pest control companies kill them on a daily basis, and they make a lot of money doing it. And the normal way of catching a mole is setting a spike trap. And you set it under a little surface tunnel, so the mole crawls and it pushes up the ground and hits this lever, and the spikes come down and kill it. How I catch them is, I think, more effective. You have to be very still because a mole can feel your vibrations of your steps, and it won't move. It won't move for you, so you got to sneak up on it. You have to go very quietly. If you don't tiptoe, you're not going to catch a mole. And then when the mole moves, I move. So I start walking every time that mole moves. I get closer to the mole. The mole moves again. I get closer. So he can't feel my vibrations of my steps. And then eventually put the shovel in just underneath it and below, like where his rear end would be, because they like to back out of their tunnel. So I get the shovel right by the mole's rear end, and then I pluck it out of the ground. Their little short tail actually sticks up like an antenna, and it drags along the top of the tunnel that they're burrowing through. And it could feel, you know, vibrations and stuff of what is in that dirt. They're looking for earthworms, they're looking for food. They could feel predators above them. They know when I'm above them. You know, if they're alive, it doesn't take much effort to just to go drive down the road or hike into the woods and drop off a mole in the ground. So, like, I have friends that have wooded areas in their backyard. They own some property. They said I could just go back in there and relocate the mole on their property away from the residential homes. Sometimes I go to a conservation area. Moles are generally in the springtime. They're very active. They move during the morning, afternoon, and evening. So moles, when it comes to eating food, they eat almost twice their body weight every day in food. Also, moles, they're blind, but they can sense light. They can sense it, kind of like when we close our eyes. Kind of, if you're at the beach or something, you know it's light out. You can sense the light. Moles are blind. So out of me being laid off at my construction job, I ended up liking moles or getting an interest in catching moles.